Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another chapter. I Am That by Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj, and today we will be looking at chapter 52. It's a short chapter. Maharaj begins by asking, where is your childhood now, and what is your future? I was born. I have grown. I shall die. You mean your body, of course, and your mind. I am not talking of your physiology and psychology. They are a part of nature and are governed by nature's laws. I am talking of your search for love. Had it a beginning? Will it have an end? I really cannot say. It is there from the earliest to the last moment of my life. This yearning for love, how constant and how hopeless. In your search for love, what exactly are you searching for? A great question. In your search for love, what exactly are you searching for? Simply this, to love and to be loved. You mean a woman? Not necessarily. A friend, a teacher, a guide, as long as the feeling is bright and clear. Of course, a woman is the usual answer, but it need not be the only one. Of the two, what would you prefer? To love or to be loved? I would rather have both, but I can see that to love is greater, nobler, deeper. To be loved is sweet, but it does not make one grow. Can you love on your own, or must you be made to love? One must meet somebody lovable, of course. My mother was not only not loving, she was also not lovable. What makes a person lovable? What makes a person lovable? Is it not the being loved? First you love, and then you look for reasons. It can be the other way around. You love what makes you happy. But what makes you happy? There is no rule about it. The entire subject is highly individual and unpredictable. Right. Whichever way you put it, unless you love, there is no happiness. Unless you love, there is no happiness. But does love make you always happy? Is not the association of love with happiness a rather early, infantile stage? When the beloved suffers, don't you suffer too? And do you cease to love because you suffer? Must love and happiness come and go together? Is love merely the expectation of pleasure? Of course not. There can be much suffering in love. Then what is love? What is love? Is it not a state of being rather than a state of mind? Must you know that you love in order to love? Did you not love your mother unknowingly? Your craving for her love, for an opportunity to love her, is it not the movement of love? Is not love as much a part of you as consciousness of being? You sought the love of your mother because you loved her. But she would not let me. She could not stop you. Nobody can stop you from outwardly loving them. Then why was I unhappy all my life? Because you did not go down to the very roots of your being. It is your complete ignorance of yourself that covered up your love and happiness and made you seek for what you had never lost. Love is will, the will to share your happiness with all. Being happy, making happy, this is the rhythm of love. Being happy, making happy. This is the rhythm of love. This is the rhythm of love. What is love? What does love feel like in your heart? What are the sensations of love? What is the experience of love? Now, we use the word love for many different things. I love ice cream. I love the taste of ice cream. I love the pleasure that the ice cream gives me. I love pleasure. Do I love pain? Not so much, but I love pleasant things. I love nature because of how it makes me feel. I love people because of how they make me feel. I love laughter and comedians because of how they make me feel. Now, there's love, and there's also compassion. Oftentimes, there are people or cats or animals or anything that's alive that when it's hurt or when it's suffering, when it's sad, it opens our heart. It touches us. It evokes something within us, this compassion, this empathy, because we have known suffering and we know it's not a pleasant state. We feel for these people who are suffering and we want to alleviate their suffering. We want to reduce their suffering. We want to reduce their pain and try to give them more pleasure. It's always about pleasure, pain. The most important thing we can do is just to be there for another human being. Just to be. Just to send love and good intentions. Just to listen. To listen to the thoughts, to the feelings, to the energy. To share in their story. To share in their experience of this moment. Why do you love the people you love? What is it about them? How do they make you feel? Because when you love somebody, as soon as they enter the room, your being changes, your consciousness changes, the experience of the moment changes for you. When someone comes in the room that you don't like, it also changes your experience of the moment. I don't like that person. Contraction. Look at my body. It even naturally just went into contraction. Like, get away. You don't bring me pleasure. You bring me pain. But the people whom we love, when they enter the room, either we melt in love, we dissolve in love, we get excited. Oh, this person's so entertaining. I enjoy this person. I love the energy of this person. Again, I love how this person makes me feel inside. I love how the presence of this person changes my experience of now. The presence of this person or this animal or this sunset, whatever it is, it produces more pleasure and less pain. So, of course, it's natural and normal that we would be attracted to those things and those beings that make us feel relaxed, happy, warm inside. People that we find interesting, entertaining, and kind. There's a resonance, there's chemistry, whatever you want to call it. Maybe resonance is the most appropriate word. There's an energetic resonance. And then the real, this sense of namaste, like, there's something inside of you that I sense, and I like it. I like that which I am sensing inside of you. I have said to people before, I like how your mind works. I like your intelligence. I like your creativity. I think you're funny. I think you're interesting. I think you're kind. I'm always drawn to kind people, to happy, joyful, naturally joyful people, or kind people with good hearts. Of course, the people that we are attracted to can say something about us, ourselves as well. We are drawn to that which we want to become, or to that which we already feel we are, or that which we value in a human being or in an experience, let's say. So being happy, making happy, this is the rhythm of love. It begins with the mother. The mother is the first one for most of us who shows us this love and this care and this kindness. I was blessed. I am blessed with a wonderful mother who is the embodiment of love and joy and everything. She's very sweet, very funny, very giving, wonderful woman. So she taught me that. She gave me that love. Throughout my whole life, she continues to give me that love. She wants to see me happy, and she doesn't ask for anything in return. This is the nature of the supreme love. Like the sun, it's always shining. It's never asking for anything back. It doesn't want anything from you. It doesn't expect anything from you. There's no demands. There's no shoulds. It's an unconditional love. And we sense unconditional love when we are in the presence of that love. We sense it. It's like, energetically we sense it and something in us relaxes. This person, this person accepts me as I am. So, of course, if you want to call it a goal, maybe that's too big of a word, but the goal is for ourselves to love ourselves, for us to love ourselves. Meaning that our mothers and our fathers hopefully both gave us love and taught us how to love ourselves. But eventually we grow up, we become adults, and then we have to learn how to love ourselves. We have to learn how to make ourselves happy, how to be happy, and how to be kind and wise to ourselves. We have to become our own parents, our own teachers, eventually our own gurus, our own therapists. Because in the end, we are alone. Even if you have a great support system, friends, family, partners, even if they're all there, really, it doesn't feel satisfying unless it's coming from within. All of us interact, we help each other, we serve each other, we love each other. That's wonderful. That's great. But there's something, I believe, deep within the soul, let's say, that wants that, well, like Nisargadatta, right? He did not lean on anybody. He didn't need anybody or anything. Not even God, he said. He said, what can God give me? My own beingness, I am. Not only I have it, because if you have it, someone can take it away from you. But my own beingness, I am. And even God can't give that to me. So even from God, he wanted nothing. Can you imagine being in that place where even from God, you're like, no, it's okay. I'm all set. I have what I want. I am what I want. That is that true sense of satisfaction, that feeling of wholeness and completion, oneness, where nothing is wanted, no more desires and fears. So there are levels of this self-sufficiency or self-love, contentment. But why not go for the ultimate? Why not go for the ultimate? Keep going deeper and deeper into your heart. Finding God, we find ourselves. Finding ourselves, we find God. So simple. God is love and love is God. And as that love increases and radiates outward, every cell and fiber of our being is drenched with this divine love and compassion. And it just naturally overflows into the moment. There's not an I trying to love an other. There's just love. The presence of love. There's just the sun shining, the absolute supreme shining, the reality shining, loving, being love. And anything that enters into that love will feel that love. If you find that love within you, don't take it for granted. Don't grasp that love. Don't choke that love. Be with that love. Have relationship with that love until the two melt and dissolve into the oneness that they truly are. Sending that love out into the world. May all sentient beings everywhere be free of suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free of suffering. And how does that happen? By realizing what you are and by realizing what you are not. You are not what you imagine yourself to be. You cannot find yourself in thought. You are not an image created by the imagination. So find out what you are not and find out what you are, which if you go deeply enough, you'll see that there is no you per se as an impersonal, separate being or entity. There's only life, one universal, vast, omnipresent life, the void, Parabrahman, no identification whatsoever, nothing. Somebody asked Nisargadatta Maharaj, how would you summarize your teachings, all your teachings? What are they pointing to? And he said, nothing is. Nothing is. So if the I am mantra or the I am pointer doesn't work for you, perhaps try contemplating nothing is. No self, as the Buddha said. No self. Nothing is. The void, Nisargadatta says, the void is empty, and yet it's full to the brim with this emptiness. This is not the idea of emptiness. It's the direct experience of no thing by no one. If you go deeply enough, you will not be there, you as a separate imagined self. You won't be able to find yourself. And yet, something will have been found. That which was never lost will be found. And that which you have always been. Love, this primordial love, this love that is helping you, let's say, supporting you in your well-being, just a simple, natural well-being. Nothing super special or extraordinary, just a natural normal sense of being. Peaceful, quiet, loving. Not the loving that you have to try to do, the natural loving that naturally appears within your consciousness, within your energy. This love which you are. This love which you are. God is love, and love is God. Life is love, and love is life. You are love, Prema Swarupa, embodiments of divine love. So remember, when this video stops, the love does not. The love is eternal. The love is more than a feeling, because a feeling and emotion, they come and go. But this eternal love it is the substratum of reality. It is the reality. It's the underlying essence of what you are. Thank you, Nisargadatta Maharaj. Thank you, everybody. It's a wonderful, quiet afternoon here. Being happy, making happy. This is the rhythm of love and gratitude. Thank you. Namaste.